What is going on, squad? Dub Nation, love you guys. By the way, off the record, just to be fully transparent, I appreciate every last one of you guys. I wanted to make this video to give you guys an update about all or most of the gear that I purchased, most of the big gear. We're gonna go over all the big gear and expensive gear that I purchased, and let you guys know how I feel about them since I've had them now for a while, and if I would purchase them again, and what I recommend you guys to do if you're in the market or looking at any one of these machines, or if you're looking to get all these machines just like I did, right? So we'll start off with what's behind me right here, the Prestige A3 Plus R with the Shaker Baker roller combo. Okay, so from the first time I got this machine, I wanted to get my feet wet in it and make sure I knew how to use it before I gave you guys some advice on what I thought about it. And I wanted to be fully transparent, as I always like to be, to let you guys know what you are in for when you purchase this. That's why I made a video where I showed you guys in real time how this thing printed out, and I told you guys what I thought would be better if you had something like this, right? This was what was lacking. Now I got the unit that I said was lacking in the original video. You guys know that I said, hey, this is a good machine. It prints, it takes a little while to print out, but what is missing is the Shaker Baker roller. Now I got the Shaker Baker roller, right? And let me tell you guys, I've been using this thing every day, putting it through its paces, and this thing right here definitely made the difference. It made the difference because I'm able to do other things, just like I said, while I'm printing out DTFs. Now, it didn't increase the speed of the printer at all, right? It just made the whole process more bearable because I'm doing other things and I'm continuing on with my day. I am checking on it maybe like once an hour, maybe like once every 30 minutes or so, once every 30 minutes to an hour. I'm checking on it to making sure everything is good, right? But I don't mind it. I don't mind it anymore because it's pretty much doing its own thing while I'm doing what I need to be doing as far as the business is concerned. Embroidering or making DTG shirts or talking on the phone, taking an order, folding shirts, pre-treating shirts, whatever I need to do, I can do that while I'm printing DTFs. So, I will say one thing. Now that I have it, I do want a bigger one. I do want one that prints faster, but I can't justify purchasing it yet, or I can't justify getting it yet because I don't have that many DTF orders. Now I'm going to start advertising for DTF orders so that I can get more orders, because something like this that can make you money, to me, is a no-brainer. If you had a fast printer, posted pictures online, printed out the pictures, put it in a little tube and mailed it to people, you're making money and you're helping somebody else make money too. We've all heard about what's happening in the economy and how the US dollar is starting to tank and stuff like that, and other nations are starting to do other things. People are starting to lose jobs to AI technology and stuff like that. People are going to need opportunities from, guess what? People like you and me that have small businesses. People are going to need opportunities. And having something like this grants you the ability to create an opportunity for somebody else if they need to make extra money. This is a business right here. The product that you sell can help somebody else make money, right? Embroidery, same thing. Screen printing, same thing. The products that we sell, other people can resell, if that's the avenue that you want to go. Or you can just go into selling retail prices, right? One at a time and stuff like that. So, yeah, this whole setup, thumbs up for me. Thumbs up for me. Very bearable because I can do other things. If you have the funds for it, just get the bigger one. Just get the XL2. Just get the bigger one right off the bat if you got the money for it. But if you want to start off and then work your way up to XL2, best price in the game to get in the DTF, set it and kind of forget it type of system. Best price in the game. By the way, use my print supply affiliate link in the description down below. I'm always going to tell you guys to use my affiliate link because I need you guys to use my affiliate link because I still need to make money every single way that I can within my business. It just makes sense. So I apologize to those people who are tired of hearing me say that. I'm going to continue to say that because I need you guys to use my link. I need you guys to think about me when you buy some stuff so that I can make some more money, so I can buy some more stuff to show you guys, and so I can pay my lovely associate, my lovely co-worker, employee. I still don't know how to call her, what to call her. My personal assistant, no. Anyway, I need to make money to pay somebody else, right? I'm trying to create opportunities for other people. All right, so let's go to another piece of machine and let me let you guys know about that. Let's go. So the next piece of equipment we're going to talk about is my Ricoh RI 1000. I know you guys all know how much money I paid for it because I made a video saying that I got my RI 1000, my $16,000 RI 1000 for $4,500. All right. And years later, it's still working. Had a few issues in the beginning, but most of this equipment, all of these equipments, as a matter of fact, the beginning is never smooth, but then once you get the thing up and running, once you work the bugs out of it, it's 100% worth it. So the $4,500 I spent on this, absolutely worth it. If I would have got it for full price, $16,000, it still would be worth it. A lot of people I've read in the forums and seen in comments said, they got their machine, it was working fine, then the heads got clogged and stuff like that. A lot of people are scared of DTG because of ink costs and stuff like that, but what I have to say about DTG is what I always said about DTG. Do not get into DTG if you are not selling shirts on a consistent basis, because your ink is either going to be used or your ink is going to be in the waste container. All right, so years later, my print head is not clogged. It started to get clogged. I loaded up loaded up the ink cartridges, the cleaning solution ink cartridges, loaded it up, let the cleaning solution ink cartridges sit in there for a few days, took the ink cartridges out, loaded it back up with ink, and that solved my problem. Do my maintenance. I don't do my maintenance on a regular basis. Sometimes I skip 3 weeks at a time without even doing a weekly maintenance, and I don't advise you to do that, but I know how this printer acts. I know how it behaves. I'm confident in my ability to keep it running, and so far I've had it for, you guys know how long I've had this thing, and I just finished up a job, 2 jobs as a matter of fact, with this just today and yesterday. So still very much a great part of my business, still love this thing, and as a matter of fact, I'm thinking about adding another RI 1000, not the 2000, because I like to stick with what I know works. So I'm thinking about getting another RI 1000 just so I can produce stuff out faster. And if I had another one, it would make me do more DTG, and it would be able to make me lower my prices in my stores so I can sell stuff for less money. But overall, RI 1000. Well, let's just put it in the DTG printer category. Still love my DTG printer. Don't regret the purchase. I would buy it again. All right, and I would get another DTF system. When my business picks up for DTFs, I'm going to get another DTF system, a bigger one that prints faster. So if you guys want to purchase any DTFs, hit me up, adubbproductions@gmail.com for your DTF needs. All right. Next thing, next big purchase. Oh, my embroidery machines. Next, we're going to talk about my embroidery machines. More specifically, my first machine, the Ricoma MT1501. My second purchase, which was the EM1010. Then my third purchase, the MT2028S. And the other one, no, actually I got 2 of these too. I shipped one to overseas, and then my other one, my MT1502. If I could do it all over again, would I buy these machines? And would I go with Ricoma? And the answer to that is absolutely. Absolutely, because arguably without these machines right here, none of this would even be possible, right? I would not be in this space where I am right now if it wasn't for these multi-needle embroidery machines. They really made a difference in my business, and they really continue to make a difference in my business. multi-needle embroidery machines, specifically Ricoma machines. Ricoma gave me an opportunity. They didn't give me any of these machines for free. I paid for all of my machines. I think it's important that you guys know that, because people like to leave smart comments and stuff and talk about things that, you know, and put labels on you. And so I think it's fair to be fully transparent. But you guys see that I still have Ricoma machines. I still continue to use them. They still are a very, very valid source of income in my business. I just finished the order on these, on the hats. If you guys follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb Productions on Instagram, I just finished a short hat order. I'm about to do some aprons right now. Embroider right on the front of aprons right now. Here's my aprons right here. We got about 20 aprons. No, these is 12 aprons. I got 12 aprons to embroider on. I'm about to knock that out as soon as I stop recording this video. So you guys notice in the embroidery field specifically, in garment decorating, yeah, but specifically in the embroidery field, I just want to address a few things. Two quick things. One, if you plan on getting into the field, don't focus too much on which machine you should get. Get a machine and focus on making money. Don't worry about the brand. Don't worry about asking somebody, oh, what's the best machine? Don't worry about the best machine. The best machine is the machine that's going to embroider design, right? So don't worry about the size of it. Don't worry about where it's going to come from. What I will tell you to worry about is what I will encourage you to do, of course, because I can only encourage you on what I know of. I will encourage you that if you plan on going with Ricoma, to use my Ricoma affiliate link. It's what I make my videos on, it's what has grown my business, and it's what I know how to operate. So if you guys ever run into an issue, you can use a resource such as myself to ask a question in the comments of any one of these videos, and I can help you make it through the problem, make it through the issue. I offer training on these machines. I do in-person training as well as one-on-one tutorials, one-on-one FaceTime tutorials on these machines, and I get these machines running smooth, 1,000 stitches per minute, no problem. So it's all about you and your willingness to learn as far as these machines are concerned, as far as any machines are concerned. You'll see some people online making videos about specific machines, and then a year later or a few months later, you know, they're making videos on another machine telling you that, you know, the first video with the first machine, they were saying, oh, it's great. And then next video, they're talking about, oh, now this is great, but I was having issues with that. Well, why didn't you tell me you were having issues with this? Because you influenced me to get this, and now you got that. Saying this is the same thing you were saying about it. Had these since day one. Had my brother machine since day one. Had my DTG machine since day one. We still rocking, we still growing, right? Be careful who you get your advice from. Anyway, let's go on to another piece of equipment. The next piece of equipment we're going to talk about right here doesn't look like much. You guys don't know what it is, but this is a Ricoh GoCo Pro. And what this does is it burns screens for your screen printing setup. This machine, brand new, I think retails, this specific model retails for about $18,000, and I think they have more expensive machines that are about maybe like 20 something thousand, right? So this opinion is going to be a little bit biased because I'm not a screen printer. I don't do a lot of screen printing work. But I do know what goes into having a screen printing setup, and for the money, if you want to screen print, this machine and other machines like it enable you to screen print without having to have a darkroom, emulsion, exposure unit, and all those other stuff involved. Only thing you need is this machine and your screen printing setup with some inks, and you're pretty much good to go for the most part, right? But would I do it again? Would I get this machine again? Do I recommend it to you guys? If you are a screen printer, yes. If you are 100% going to make screen print your business, yes. Me, would I do it again? No, I wouldn't. If I could do it over again, I'd get another Ricoma. I'd get an MT15, another MT1501. I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have my screen printing setup either, because anything I can do on a screen printing setup, I can do on my Ricoh RI 1000, or I can print up some DTFs and do, or but for the lack of usage that I get out of this, I don't use it enough. I don't use my screen printing setup enough. Honestly, I thought I was going to get into screen printing, but screen printing is a lot more complicated than you guys think it is. It requires a lot more skill than you guys think. Not saying that I can't do it, because I've done it, and I'm going to continue to learn it, because it does have its place when doing large quantities or when doing similar things, one color, easy stuff. Even when doing multiple colors, I just don't have the time to dedicate to learning that one method when I have all these other methods of making shirts for people. So that's the thing. If you already have a DTF, if you're already into DTF, if you're already into DTG, then taking the time to learn screen printing is going to be kind of tough for you to dedicate the time to actually learn it. If you're just getting in and you want to learn screen printing, you got the time to dedicate to learning that specific skill, that specific craft. But me, because I'm already in, it's hard for me to dedicate the time to learn all the nuances of, doing separations, doing color separations, respect it. It's a lot of work, whole lot of reward when you have large orders and you can knock them out so fast. I've seen it done and I understand the concept, but I still say screen printers are to be respected at all times, because it's a lot of work involved in screen printing. This helps simplify a lot of the process right here, this machine. So it's worth it. But would I do it again? No, I'd rather have another multi-needle embroidery machine. So this is the one set of equipments that I kind of have mixed feelings about. Like I said, if I had the money back in my bank account, I would just get another multi-needle embroidery machine, because I could see a bigger, faster reward from having another multi-needle machine versus having this setup right here. I do use it, but I wouldn't do it again. Every other piece of equipment that I have in my studio, I still love and continue to use. Every piece of equipment, I'd like to think, solves an issue that I might run into. I plan on doing large format sublimation printing, so the Epson F2100, I would still get that. White toner, it has its purpose. Still like my white toner machine. Would I advise you guys to get one right now? Maybe. It depends on what you want to do. It has its place, right? It can do hard surface transfer printing, which I still have not done a video on yet, right? Sublimation, 100%. Everybody should have a sublimation machine. Vinyl cutters, 100%. I cut some vinyl yesterday, as a matter of fact, so everything has its place. My sewing machines has its place. There's plenty of times where I want to sew on a patch or something like that, and the embroidery machine, I don't want to use the embroidery machine for it, because I want to have more control. Sewing machines, 100%. Yes. Heat presses, yes, I'll buy that stuff again. Those are all small purchases. My single needle, glad I started off with a single needle embroidery machine. Wouldn't change that either. But like I said, everything else is smaller purchases. I went over the big purchases. The other big purchase was my pre-treat machine. Would I buy that pre-treat machine again? I would buy a different one. I would buy the enclosed unit or one with sides. Right now I'm going to drop a tarp over the sides of it, because when I'm pre-treating, the solution kind of sprays out and I kind of need to keep it in one area. So I'd probably buy a different model of that machine if I had to do it all over again. But I'd definitely still buy a pre-treat, because it speeds up the process of doing direct-to-garment printing. And I still hold true to what I said about the Viper Mini, and it just not be. I still have the Viper Mini. I need to sell it, as a matter of fact. I need to put it on Facebook Marketplace. But I don't see myself ever using that again, and I don't think it's a good purchase. Now, the other Viper machine, where you sit your shirt in and like it comes across, the whole head comes across, yes. But the Viper Mini, no, it made no sense. So still a no-go on that. So yeah, that's my take on all of my equipment. I just want to update you guys if you're considering on getting anything like what I have, or you have my full transparency. I always try to show you guys what I'm doing and why. And I know some of you guys like to say, oh, well, you know, you're sponsored by that company, or that company sent you this, so your opinion is biased. Listen to me well. I always either tell you guys the truth or I show you guys the truth. Think about it. It's up to you to watch the video and to understand what's going on. I always tell you guys the truth, or I will show you guys the absolute truth so you have no surprises when you get the equipment. I tell you 100% what it's good for. I tell you 100% what it's not good for. I tell you what issues you might run into, and I show you exactly how it works so that when you get it, you are not surprised with all this equipment. Tell me to lie in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Use my affiliate links in the description down below. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?